Jai Mahamaya Ki Jai, Vishveshwari Mata Ki Jai. In our last chapter, we heard about King Harischandra having to sell his dear wife into slavery to earn money for Vishvamitra's dakshina. We'll go on with chapter 22. Vedavyasa said, "O king, speaking these harsh and cruel words to the king, the Muni took the money and went away. When Vishvamitra went away, the king became very much perplexed with sorrows and sighed frequently. He then began to say, with his face bent downward, 'Suffering from constant pain and troubles, I am now turned into Preta. If anybody finds me serviceable, he may purchase me with value in gold as proper, but he should do this quickly before the sun sets.' Dharma then assumes the form of a heartless Chandala, came there quickly to test Harischandra. The body of that low, mean person was of black color. His hair looked ferocious, his belly elongated, his body emitting stench odors, teeth very long, and his face covered with beard. He had one bamboo in his hand. In his neck, the bones of dead were hanging from his chest. The Chandala said, 'I am in urgent need of a servant. I will keep you at any slave as my slave. Then go quickly. What is your price?' When the cruel, extremely ferocious, and heartless Chandala said this, the king Harischandra was surprised to see his appearance and said, 'Who are you?' The Chandala said, 'O king, I am the famous Chandala, Prabhira. You will have to remain always subject to me and to collect the clothes of the dead persons.' Hearing his words, the king said, 'I want to be purchased by a Brahmin or a Kshatriya. See, the sages say that the dharma of good people is excellent. The dharma of the person's intermediate is middling, and the dharma of the mean is depressing. You belong to the low and mean class, so my dharma cannot be observed if I remain in your house.' The Chandala said, 'O king, this is the dharma of your now mentioned by you. Then why did you mention that anybody can purchase you? Without any previous consideration, you spoke before me. He who speaks with pre-consideration attains his desired object. But sinless one, you did not consider, and you spoke that ordinarily. However, I take your words that you spoke first to be true. Then you are no doubt purchased by me.' Harischandra said, 'The villain that speaks untruth goes downright to a terrible hell, so to become a Chandala is far better for me than to use an untrue word.' When the king was speaking thus, the ascetic Vishvamitra arrived there out of anger and impatience. He rolled his eyes and said, 'This Chandala has come to give you your desired money. Why then are you not giving me the remains of my dakshina?' Harischandra said, 'O Muni, nothing is unknown to you. My body is born for the solar line. How then can I accept the slavery of a Chandala?' Vishvamitra said, 'If you do not sell yourself to a Chandala, be certain that I will just now put you under my curse. Give me immediately my dakshina, be it whether from a Chandala or from a Brahmin. There is no other purchaser at present than this Chandala. But know, this is certain, that I won't go back until I get my money, O king. If you do not give me my money just now, then with half the day is remaining, I will burn you up by my fire of anger.' Hearing these words of Vishvamitra, the king became almost dead, bewildered with fear. Then he clasped his feet of the rishi and said, 'Be friendly, please.' Harischandra said, 'I am now very humiliated and have become very affected and distressed. Especially I am your bhakta, I am your servant. So be graciously pleased and free me from this painful companion of a Chandala. In lieu of my remnant dakshina, I will be your obedient slave. I will do your work and follow your commands.' Vishvamitra said, 'O king, you are then my slave. You will obey always my commands.' When Vishvamitra said so, the king out of joy thought that he had regained his life and said, 'Always I will obey your words. Now order me what to do.' Vishvamitra then addressed the Chandala and said, 'O Chandala, come to me and give me the price for the slave. I am now handing the slave over to you. Give me the price and take him. I want money. I have no need for a servant.' When Vishvamitra spoke thus, the Chandala, overflowed with joy, came immediately to the rishi Vishvamitra and said, 'The relief that you have given me by selling the servant, for that I will give you the 10 yojanas wide land of Prayaga Mandalam covered over with jewels. The Chandala then gave 1,000 gems, 1,000 jewels, 1,000 pearls, and 1,000 gold mohars, and Vishwamitra took them. No signs of distraction nor unpleasantness were visible on the face of King Harischandra. Rather, he laid hold of his patience and thought within himself, Vishwamitra is now my master. I will do any work that he puts on me. At this time, the incorporeal voice, the voice of the fourth dimensional space, sounded from heavens. O fortunate one, you are freed from the dakshina, the debt before you promised to give me. A shower of flowers fell on the head of the king from the heavens. At this time, the powerful Indra and the other hosts of the Devas praised the king, saying, Sadhu, sadhu, well done, well done. The heart of the king was then filled with intense joy, and the king then said to the Muni, O intelligent one, you are a greater benefactor to me than my father, mother, and friend, as you have freed me in a moment from my debts. So, O mighty armed one, your words are beneficial to me. Now order me what to do. When the king said so, Vishwamitra said, Go and observe from today the words of the Chandala. Let good befall on you. Thus saying, Vishwamitra took the money given to him by the Chandala and went away to his own place. Here ends the 23rd chapter of the 7th book on the King Harishchandra's acknowledging of the slavery of the Chandala in the Mahapuran Srimad Devi Bhagavatam of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Veda Vyasa. Jai Mahamaya ki jai, Vishveshwari Mata ki jai, Bole Baba ki jai.